Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I play Yu-Gi-Oh here, and we're gonna go over my updated DDD and Endymion list, and you'll see it's very different than it was before. And this is how I've been running it in rated. I'm gonna go over the side deck today as well, and this has been working out for me really well. And there's a few changes that I'll explain to you as we go along. So the Endymion lineup is just about the same, three Master of Magic, three Endymion. This card's absolutely fantastic still in the gate on field. When it dies by battle, you get a search, which people forget, and then the scale effect is like always how you play. Like your game plan going second is to resolve Endymion scale effect. It's always what you want to do. You bait out everything else and then you resolve its scale effect. It's always how you play going second, so definitely really important. One servant and one reflection. You only really need one reflection, though you can probably get away with two. Obviously servant is that one. Two jackal, you could probably play three, but you see we've cut out the master Cerberus and the basilisk. So my logic for this, like at first, was like, oh, I don't need to pen summon in this deck. But then like I was thinking about it and I was like, why would I not pen summon? It's a free, like a bunch of monsters on the field. And usually I only pen summon high level monsters, so that wasn't like the main reason. But the main reason I cut it out is because it doesn't help the deck. It's worse rather than better. So although it's good for this deck particular, it adds bricks, and if you just take it out and add in the chronograph engine, then it's just a lot better of the deck, and it's just better that way. So yeah. Three abductor. This should make sense to any player who knows how to play pendulums properly. Scale effect, search your entire deck. Monster effect, search souls. It's just an insane card. Three chrono and time gazer, obviously just getting extra bodies on field and providing us with another high scale if we need to use chronograph as a high scale, which we do sometimes. Yeah, also outs two cards like Exterio or something like that. People forget that the monster effect, if something dies, you can summon from hand. So yeah, really, I think I'm much happier with this than the Mythical Beast engine. These have been much more helpful to me. And everyone forgets that this protects your scales too. It's not that important in this format, with Ogre not in the format. But when Ogre was in the format, it really protected Servant, which is really good. So yeah. Three souls, I think this is somewhat self-explanatory. It's sometimes 6 souls, but you really want to normal summon Kepler. Here's the problem with this deck: if you don't draw into the DDD engine, then it's just worse pendulums because you don't have access to Crowley. So just getting 2 spellcasters on field doesn't actually do that much. So you really have to see the DDD engine, which we play a pretty hefty DDD engine, so you will probably see it. So yeah. So definitely 3 souls is absolutely mandatory. 2, I guess you could get away with it. 3 is definitely, I think, the best ratio, definitely. I know for a fact that this card's very expensive. I don't own them personally. I don't own Apollosa or Axis either, which we'll get to in the extra deck, because I can't afford them. But definitely 3 souls is just the best way to play it. If you want a budget version, I can start working on that. Just comment that you want a budget version in the description. So next we have 3 Keplers. This card is really good. I mean, it's a +2, right? Any card that's a +2 is automatically good. Normal, search your searcher, right? It's a +2. There's, and this plus any of these is full DDD combo, and then just this, it still makes you needle fiber, which is just fine, right? Just making needle fiber is sometimes fine. So there's 2 Lamia and 2 Swirl. I think this ratio works fine, though you could play 3 Lamia. I would only recommend 2 Swirl. You need to play 2, so that way you don't banish all of them off Desires. And then we're playing the 1 Ghost and 1 Olion. So the Ghost is sometimes you cannot trigger off the Genghis from the Lamia Grave effect, because there's certain situations where you can't trigger off the Genghis, so you summon the Ghost to trigger off the Genghis. Though I might just cut it to 2 Olion, because Olion just somewhat serves the same purpose, and it does provide you with a token. So I might just cut it to 2 Olion, but right now this is what I'm sticking with. 3 Allure. All your monsters are dark except for Abductor and Reflection and Servant. So yeah, you need to play Allure. And Olion. But obviously Allure, it's just dig deeper, right? Contract, we're only playing 2, so this isn't pure D2D, so you don't play 3, because drawing this card actually isn't that good. You just want to see the Kepler, right? You want to see Kepler into Contract, but you have to play 2 because of Desires. But, you know, you can't just cut Desires. You can't. It's just not right. So, yeah. 3 base stage in the right hand, so this is for spell counters and to revive back souls, obviously. This is definitely fantastic. Engine, obviously, also playing around the Dark Ruler no more, which is, I think, coming back in popularity again. I don't know why people stopped playing it. The card's absolutely fantastic. You'll see I'm not playing it, but that's because of the FTK. In the right hand for the Dark Ruler. 3 Desires, self-explanatory. Again, if I just go ahead and do this. I can't spell, but like, there we go. So the deck size is 42. Hand size is 5 and 3. And the minimum 1 and the maximum is 1. Right, so you have a 29% chance. Now if we cut it down to 2, we have a 21% chance. So like, so this is why you play 3, right? I showed the probability calculator in the other video. This is why you still play 3 Desires. I think anyone who doesn't understand this at this point is just, you know, in other decks 2 is fine, but this deck you definitely need 3. 3 Mastery, I think this is pretty obvious, and the 1 Upstart. This is essentially just playing a 41 card deck, but the reason you can always throw an Upstart is because it just provides another spell counter. I'm personally not playing Into the Void because you don't always have enough cards in hand to resolve it. And I just never felt the need to have it. But you could most certainly just like cut out a card for Into the Void if you really want to. There's like a lot of ways you can adjust this deck to make it less, but this has been working just fine for me, so I'm not like really trying to change it that much right now. Side deck, 3 Nibiru, 3 Token Collector, and 3 Dogwood. So I know no one plays Dogwood. This card's obviously terrible in every other format in existence, but when an FTK is in the format, this card's amazing. Chain to Needle Fiber, and they can't FTK you. It's impossible, right? They just can't do it. So this is why you play 3 this. So you play 3 Mystic Mine, and the 1 Terraforming, obviously the best card, like side card ever, for Pendulum, just a fantastic card. And then you play Red Reboot and the Tank for the back row decks. Now, if you really wanted to, I'm going to show you like other side deck options. So you can like take out Mystic Mine and this and do like, oh my god, Dark Ruler. Like this is another option. This is another option. So this way now you have these as the back row, and then this is for all the combo. These could be Mystic Mines. So, but like you need stuff for the FTK. You just need to have it. So side deck is very flexible. It's really up to you, but you need to have stuff for the FTK no matter what. Extra deck, the 1 Genghis for the combo. Vortex with the Absolute. Marcher, Herald, and Savage, obviously again for the combo. Linkaribo, you can definitely, Linkaribo, you can definitely play Anima, but because we're not making Crowley, the spellcaster isn't important. And then the Linkaribo Grave effect, this comes up more than the Anima play effect. Like, playing the Anima effect is pretty much relying on your opponent not playing well, and otherwise it just baits an Apple Negate. So like, okay, whatever. We don't care about Appaloosa, so that's like my logic with it. There's Halko Fibrax, standard, and the Link Cross for the Halko Fibrax. Cross Sheep combo with Odd Eyes and Vortex. 3 Celine, you saw I used to be playing 2. I think 3 is always correct now, like you just need to play 3. I cut out the Invoker of Madness because I found that the way that I'm playing this deck right now, I always have a way to get a spellcaster on the field, and if I don't, then it's just not a good hand. Right? Like if I don't, it's not going to be a good end board anyways. So there's no point in like being able to make a Celine that can't do anything. So you always have a spellcaster on field. So there's always a way to make Celine. So this is why like this is like, you know, it's fine as a 3 of cutting the Invoker, right? The Invoker was like, oh, it was a cool combo that ended on the Celine, but like you still end on the Celine anyways. So it doesn't really matter. Axis for the OTKs and Appaloosa, because sometimes you don't just want the Celine. Yeah. This is the deck profile right now. I still like, this is like, still, a very good deck. I just want to like show you in a solo battle what this deck can do. Okay, so here we activate this, and you see this is like a brick hand. We drew this, so their opponent goes up one. That's a fantastic draw. The normal summon Kepler. We use Kepler's effect here. So we get this here. Here we're gonna use this effect to go ahead here and get Lamia. So now you have the Halka Fibrax, right? So this is like all that matters. Okay, and now we'll send this to graveyard to special summon Lamia. And then here we can go ahead and activate the Sires. Right? So there's two. Okay, that was actually like not the greatest. So Lamia goes. Maybe a mistake. Maybe I should have made Halka Fibrax, but we didn't banish the O-line, so that's fine. Okay, this was a just fine banish. Okay. Problem here is I really want a way to. So here we search. I have to search Mighty Master to my hand. Wait, no, I still have Chrono. Yeah, I think I have to do this. So we're not going to be able to play around the Biru, unfortunately. So I'm going to activate this. And I'm going to Pendulum Summon 1. I'm going to activate the 2 restages here. And these are both going to go up in counters. Now here we're going to go ahead and use Chrono's effect to go ahead and get ourselves Time Gazer. So you see, we always have the Spellcaster. Okay, now here we can go ahead and use these two to make the Noodle Boy. We're going to go ahead and use Noodle Fiber's effect to go ahead and get souls. Sorry, not souls. That's getting ahead of myself. O-line. And then here we're going to activate Servant. Alright, and then we're going to trigger off Abductor's effect here to search ourselves the souls to our hand. And then we're going to go ahead and use this Halka Fibrax to make Link Cross. Get ourselves our 2 tokens. Here we can go ahead and use this in a token. And then we can go ahead and revive back our Lion. And then we can use Marcher and this to make Herald. So at this point we're Nibiru proof. Thinking here. So I think here we can go ahead. I'm thinking about using this in Herald for Savage. Yeah, I have to do this. Yeah, I have to do this. Right, so we have to make Savage. And then we'll put this to Spell and Trap. So this is the way that we had to do this, right? You have to think like this. You have to do this because otherwise you cannot use Soul's effect. So now we're going to go ahead and use Lion, this, and this to make Selene. Okay, Selene 1, Lion 2. Selene has 5, 8. So Selene will have 8 counters. We're going to special summon souls. Oops. We're going to special summon souls. By sending our Mighty Master to grave. Here. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and use Selene's effect to revive back this master. Okay. And let's do this. So now we're going to make this. Now I special summon back souls. Right? And now what we're gonna go ahead and do is turn this Linkuriboh and this Celine into another Celine. And this is at 8 now. And now we can go ahead in this. Send these two to graveyard to draw 2. And then we can go ahead and use that to get right hand to our hand. And we use Celine's effect here. Summon out Jackal. Activate right hand. To give Jackal 2 counters. And this another counter. And then what do I have in graveyard? Yeah, I can do that. Okay. So I'm gonna use Celine, this, and this to make another Celine. So this will be at, I think, 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9. Okay, this is at 9. I'm gonna go ahead and activate Celine's effect to summon back souls. Right, so this is really, this is like a really good board. So essentially, on our opponent's turn, we can go ahead and use the effect of Linkuriboh to summon back itself, to stop them from running over either of these two in battle, which is really nice, obviously. And then also during our opponent's turn, you're gonna go ahead and use Jackal's effect to return it to hand. You're gonna use Mighty Master's effect. You're gonna return Jackal to hand, and then you're gonna use Celine's effect during your opponent's turn to summon back Jackal. So this is definitely a really good board, and this is, I think, what this is like showing the power of this deck a little bit. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Definitely a really cool deck that I've had a lot of fun building and playing. Plays through hand traps pretty well, which is DDD's biggest downfall is hand traps. So definitely, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Yeah, right. I haven't been posting much lately. That should change soon. I have like a few videos that I've been that I'm gonna edit, and then yeah, we'll get those out. All right, see you guys.